have the Milky Way, then our solar system, the Earth, and then there's us, human beings, a tiny part of our cosmos. While it's hard, abstract, and the cosmos feels so far away, perhaps we can start understanding what the cosmos is by realizing and understanding what our inner cosmos is. This is me. I've been practicing meditation for the past 15 years, as a school student, as a university student, and as a professional today. The picture I present today in front of you is me at a monastery where I lived for 2 years to understand the cosmic connection between my inner cosmos and the outer cosmos. And today, I realized at the monastery that I wanted to share what I learned of how meditation enhanced my sense of being, my sense of fulfillment, and sense of purpose with the outer world. And so I share what I've learned all around the world in different countries with people of all backgrounds and ages. So, what is meditation? For some, meditation is a struggle for concentration. For some, meditation is intense focus. For some, meditation is almost tricking yourself into some hypnotic state. And for some, meditation is supposed to be an absolute state of thoughtlessness and absolute bliss. But actually, meditation is none of that. For me, meditation is simply the art of practicing to listen to yourself with a sense of compassion, peace, self-respect, and honor. It's simply listening and checking in with yourself to see, hey, how am I doing today? What am I feeling? And why am I feeling what I'm feeling? And as you do this, you begin to understand your inner cosmos. So, what is this inner cosmos we have today? I'd like to think of it as 7 levels of existence, something that I learned at the monastery. So, the first level of existence is our body, the most physical form. How do you know I'm here right now? Through my body. Then we have our breath, which makes us actually live. Then we have our mind, which perceives the senses and let us know that we're actually here. Then we have our intellect, which judges what's right and wrong. Then we have our memory, which remembers things. Our ego, our sense of self and I. And then our self, with a big S. That cosmic connection, that distant connection we tend to feel when we're with our loved ones or we're looking at the stars. Something that brings us true bliss. So let's give an example. Is there someone from the audience who'd like to raise a hand, who'd like to know the name of? Someone raise their hand? So what's your name? Sam. Great. So let's take the example of Sam. So Sam, since we're in Turkey, loves baklava. So Sam in the morning goes for a jog and then smells this heavenly smell, and then he realizes it's baklava. So he goes to the baklava shop and then he meets the abe, the seller at the baklava shop, and he says, oh, I need to have baklava. But something reminds him, actually it's not the best thing to do because I'm trying to be healthy and cut down on sugar. But then he says, you know what? That day when I had the baklava, it was so good, it will kickstart my day to make it a great one. And then he says, you know what? I love baklava. No matter what, I'm gonna have it today. And then he has that piece of baklava in front of his mouth, and he takes that first bite, and then he feels this sense of joy and absolute bliss on that first bite, and then he tastes himself. So, to expand on this, how do we know that it was Sam jogging down the street? Because we could see his body. What actually made him smell it? His breath. What actually made him realize that it was baklava? His mind. What actually made him think whether it's right or wrong? His intellect. What actually made him remember the expanded last time, the memory. What actually made him feel that no, today I'm gonna have it come what may, his ego. And then what was that when he closed his eyes and tasted that bliss? Actually was inside, coming from a sense of self. The baklava was just a stimuli. So what I've expanded on here now is how our 7 levels of existence play and interplay with each other. But actually in daily life, they come up and they process with each other so simultaneously that the way we process things, the way we express and perceive ourselves, happen with these 7 levels of existence at the same time. But these days we're so overloaded and overwhelmed with sensory stimuli and cultural upbringing and ideas of how we should be, what we should do, what we should desire, what we should have, that we're not able to listen and really process what's happening in our 7 levels of existence properly. And that's where meditation comes in. Meditation allows us, when we listen to ourselves, to actually process and clear out the clutter, clear out that junk from our iCloud drive, and really see for what things truly are. It helps us express ourselves better and perceive things better, and realize that what we're responding to and that our immediate cosmos and environment is actually a result of what we're feeling inside. Haven't you had those days where you're in a very good mood and that one annoying person comes in front of you and says a very annoying comment as usual, and you say, you know what, today I'm in a good mood, I'm going to brush it off. But the day you haven't had sleep, or you're just feeling off and not in a good mood, and the same annoying person comes in front of you and says actually something nice, and you're just completely off. Here, if you meditate, you realize that it's not really about the other person at hand. It's actually about your energy level and how you're feeling inside. You're able to process things better. So, having said that, and then when you go into it, you start coming in from that comfort zone and wanting to feel safe and in control and always pointing out or blaming things on other people and situations for how you're feeling, how you're doing, how you're thinking, to actually realizing that you have the power to change your thoughts, you have the power to change your feelings, you have the power to change your response into any situation and turn it around better for yourself and actually manifest what you want in life. And then you come from the comfort zone, from the fear zone, to actually the growth zone, where you're able to set new goals, where you actually feel a sense of purpose, a sense of belonging, and really go out there and do what you want in life. So, having talked about all of this, talking about meditation is almost talking about ice cream. You don't know how good that chocolate flavor is unless you've actually tasted it. So why don't we do a small meditation I'm going to guide you through. All you have to do, like I said, is just close your eyes and just listen to my instructions. It's going to be short and sweet, and all you need to do is go for the ride. So, with that, let's close our eyes, and let's take a deep breath in, and breathe out. Another deep breath in, and let go. Become aware of all the sounds in your environment. The footsteps, people talking, taps, the sound of the machine, become aware of all the sounds in the environment. You're in harmony with the environment right this moment. chest, hands, arms, neck, chin, forehead, back of the head, and top of the head. Become aware of your whole body. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Become aware of your thoughts, so-called pleasant thoughts or so-called unpleasant thoughts. Just let them be. Watch them like clouds passing by in the sky. You're in harmony with your thoughts right this moment. Become aware of your feelings, so-called good feelings or so-called bad feelings. Just let them be. You're in harmony with your feelings right this moment. Become aware of that part of you that's watching the environment, the feelings, the thoughts. You are peace. You are joy. And come back to feeling the feelings. Come back to the thoughts. Become aware of your body. Become aware of the environment. Become aware of the space in this room. Become aware of the school. Become aware of the earth and the stars. And come back to this room. And slowly, whenever you're ready, you may open the eyes. Good morning. So what you saw that we did, besides introspecting within us, we also expanded our consciousness to the cosmos. And so what meditation does is just by checking in with ourselves, it gives us a sense of peace, a calm, and restoration. I promise you the process of meditation, you will have a lot of thoughts. You may have the stuff racing in your head. But at the end, you will feel a sense of calm. You will feel a sense of peace. And so, which is why, actually, 80% of successful people meditate. From Oprah Winfrey to Kobe Bryant to Michael Jordan to Bill Gates. It's a tool that you have that is so accessible within yourself to actually reconnect, find a sense of purpose, and find some clarity. And once you really know what's going on within your 7 levels of existence, you realize that you're able to express yourself better, make better decisions, and also cultivate more meaningful and a better relationship, not only with yourself, but with the people around you, as well as your community. So a call of action that we can do from this TED Talk is to not just make it a talk. Take a takeaway from this talk in the sense that now, for the next 10 days, what we can do is make a promise to ourselves to check in with ourselves for just 2 minutes a day. All you have to do is close your eyes and listen to yourself. Sometimes it may be music, sometimes it may be noise, and sometimes it may be a peaceful silence. But the point is to know how you're doing and to make best friends with yourself, because that's what we're here for. Thank you and have a good day.